Upon arrest, choose to test. A message from two state agencies. Our Tony Keith joining us with more on why they are driving this message home. Good morning, Tony.
So this week I covered the story of a bus driver who is charged with DUI refusal. It's a charge I've rarely mentioned as a journalist in Colorado for more than a decade. The Colorado Department of Transportation and Colorado State Patrol, they want the public to know the facts. The expressed consent law applies to all drivers in Colorado. That includes out-of-state residents. This does not apply to roadside testing. I want to point that out. So you do have the right to refuse a roadside breathalyzer, but if you are arrested for driving under the influence and authorities have probable cause, you are required by law to provide a blood or breath toxicology test. A message Trooper Gabriel Mulcher and others at CSP are trying to spread.
Coming through Colorado, it is the law that you've consented to that chemical testing of your breath or blood. And once you are stopped for a DUI, that refusal impacts you greatly.
If you refuse to test after arrest, you're subject to losing your license for a year, ignition interlock device requirements, being ID'd as a persistent drunk driver, SR22 insurance, which is for high-risk drivers, and DUI treatment enrollment. Now, this charge is handed out a lot more than I realized. CDOT is reporting that in 2022, more than half of the nearly 13,000 drivers arrested for DUI refused testing. Bree?
Well, right now we want to know, do you agree with Colorado's expressed consent law? And it looks like the majority of you are saying yes. 70% of you voted that, while 23% said no. But remember, you can share your input here. We would love to hear from you this morning. Scan that QR code there on your screen, and we're going to be sharing these results as they change throughout the morning. Summer is right around the corner and warmer temperatures are in the forecast, but some things to keep in mind if you are planning on fishing.